Rich Thomas Weather Network, brought to you by these fine sponsors. Hear Rich's forecast hourly on these Blue Water Broadcasting radio stations.
Hey, good morning, everybody. How are you on this Monday morning? It is 9/11, and it is raining already as we have the effects from Tropical Storm Irma with increasing winds, 15 to 20 miles per hour even here in the middle of the night. Irma is still a full-fledged hurricane, pummeling Florida this morning, churning on northward. We'll get the effects from a weakening tropical storm later on today, which will be curving into Georgia and then curving into eastern Alabama as a weakening tropical storm, but enough wind where there is a tropical storm warning in effect for the eastern, let's say, more than a third of the state, maybe the eastern half of the state, generally east of I-65, where there could be enough wind to bring down some tree limbs, maybe a few trees, and some power lines and cause scattered power outages, and certainly some rain. You know, we could have not flooding rain, but a good bit of rain today. We are not on the tornado side of the storm. That's good news, and all of this should be out of here by tomorrow morning. All right, let me walk you through the details, and I'm glad you're here. This is what we can expect here in Alabama.
Irma's still a full-fledged hurricane on the 4 a.m. advisory, 60 miles north of Tampa, moving off to the north, and you can see some of the wind gusts early this morning are already 61 miles per hour around Cross City, 47 miles per hour southern Georgia, a lot of 20-plus mile an hour readings in Alabama. So that tropical storm warning is in effect mainly from about Montgomery, I-65 eastward to the Georgia border, and a wind advisory west of there. So even West Alabama will see some strong wind gusts as we go through the day today. I think for most of us, tropical rain squalls, 2 to 4 inches easily, maybe as much as 5 inches in the eastern counties. East winds at 25 to 35 miles per hour sustained. Wind gusts as high as 50 to 55 miles per hour, and maybe even a little bit higher towards the Georgia line. The tornado risk very low because we're not on the tornado side of the storm. All right, so here's this is helpful. Some of the wind gusts in West Alabama, 30 to 40. Here in Central Alabama, 40 to 50 to 55, and then closer to 60 as you get towards the Georgia border, and then over 60 miles per hour just east of Eufaula. So keep that in mind. Some trees will come down. I think some power lines will come down. This is future radar showing the tropical rain bands increasing as we go through the day today. Notice how it spreads off to the north and then north-northwest, and then eventually covering much of the state of Alabama as we go into the evening hours tonight. That's the next 18 hours. This is rainfall potential. You can see western counties maybe under 2 inches, but then you get into the 3 to 5 inch range as we get into central and eastern Alabama, and then over 5 inches, in fact, excessive amounts in Georgia. This is the position at 1 o'clock this afternoon on the European, not too far from Albany, Georgia, moving off to the north-northwest. Still is a tropical storm at that hour. And the tornado risk will generally be over the eastern counties of Georgia into the Carolinas. That's the tornado side of the storm, so we won't have to worry about that. Midnight tonight, the low pressure area is in east central Alabama, just to the southeast of Lake Martin, it looks like, moving off to the northwest and weakening at that hour. And then as we get in towards the morning hours tomorrow morning, just a tropical depression just northwest of the Birmingham area. Our winds and rains will start to decrease during the morning hours, and we'll see big improvements tomorrow afternoon. I think by 7 o'clock on Tuesday evening, the system, what's left of it, is a remnant low over there north of Tupelo, Mississippi, and moving towards the Tennessee line and eventually through Tennessee into Kentucky, and I think it'll be into Ohio, the Ohio Valley shortly thereafter. In fact, there it is Wednesday afternoon at 1 o'clock. You can see the low. What's left of it is near Dayton, Ohio. We see improving weather here. Lots of sunshine returning. Same thing on Thursday. I think we're back in the middle 80s by Thursday, and then warming up after that. So only a high of about 66 today, but we're looking for 75 tomorrow, with showers mainly in the morning and winds decreasing during the day. High of 82 Wednesday, middle 80s on Thursday, and then upper 80s back to business as usual with plenty of sunshine on Friday and Saturday. And notice that very cool day today because of the tropical rains, and then a little warmer tomorrow, and then we warm up close to normal as we get towards Friday and Saturday at the end of the week. Meanwhile, you've been asking about Jose. Jose is just going to mill around in the Atlantic Ocean for a few days. Look at that, just kind of making a loop. It doesn't have a ride, doesn't have anything to pick it up yet, so we'll continue to watch Jose. It has winds of 115 miles per hour. There is another system off in the far eastern Atlantic, which needs to be watched. 40% chance of development, but it's going to move into the open Atlantic. Our weather app today, it's easy to get. All you have to do is go to the App Store, search Rich Thomas Weather, hourly forecast, 10-day forecast, and a lot more. It's going to be your best friend today. Get it on your phone and tell your friends about it, okay?
Your weather app, our weather app, and I hope you have it on your phone today, will be very important to you all day long because it'll give you push notifications on watches and warnings. You'll be able to get all of our blog updates, and there will be blog updates as we go through the day today. When I do one of those, it goes on your app, it goes on Facebook and Twitter, and just across all of our websites as well. And we'll be live on the radio this morning, talking about it this morning on News Talk 93.1. And throughout the day on the Blue Water family of radio stations, you can stay updated on what's going on in our area. There'll be another video for you tomorrow morning at 4:45 a.m. Stay weather aware today, and we'll keep you up to date, I promise, okay? Have a good one.
Rich Thomas Weather.